Next one, we'll look at the first responder. A lot of times it comes down to police, search and rescue, and also firefighters. With the first responders, we're seeing the introduction of infrared or thermal cameras combined with the RGB camera. So typically a drone would actually be equipped with two sensors. You have the thermal and you have your regular image sensor. It's usually longer flight duration. And again, when we say longer flight duration, it's mostly because of the mission based. It's because the first responders need to maintain a visual on basically a live event that may last several hours or even days. Traditionally, everyone was looking at creating bigger drones and maybe even gas engine, maybe alternative energy source so that it can stay in the air for much longer time. What was interesting is the manufacturer came back with a software solution. Instead of having bigger drones or different types of engine or power source, the manufacturer came back and said, how about I give you a function called the mission continuance? So instead of carrying a big drone, now we can have two small ones and they can be connected through the software. So say if you need to monitor the situation for several hours, the first drone goes up and before the battery runs down, the second one goes up to continue the mission to replace the first one. And it doesn't interrupt, it doesn't create any image transmission interruption. It still maintains the same visual. You're still making sure that you monitor the whole situation. So it's almost like a security guard taking shifts, right? So that actually came out to be a more accepted solution for the general first responder industry, because now they are more mobile. They can carry different units and they can replace each other or even move to different spots of the location, which turned out to be actually a great solution. Similar to the industrial sector, this is very highly automated flights for first responder applications. It's because for first responders, you don't want them to spend years acquiring flight skills or worry about flight skills when they're managing a situation, when they're handling a situation. You want them to actually focus on doing what they do best, which is the public safety side. So it's very limited manual input on the drones for first responder applications, which also results in entry-level flight skills. Again, similar to the industrial sector, it just means as a pilot, you actually need to have more in-depth knowledge of the drone capabilities, of the drone settings and the software to allow you to run all these highly automated missions. Now, updates for first responders, what we actually started to see is more development on the operations management. So for example, right now, we're actually seeing the drone data, not just to monitor the existing situation. For example, the thermal data of the fire situation or search and rescue, try to detect body heat signature. It's also the drone providing an actual air surveillance. So I've also seen basically applications having the drone to actually mark the head count on the ground level. So is that a tactic team Alpha, is that tactic team Bravo, is it different teams on the ground level? You know, is that hostile that's being identified, or is that different assets or resources being identified? So we're actually seeing more development for first responders through those operational, so more of those software developments. So in other words, it's the drone capturing the image data and that image data being analyzed real time through a algorithm and providing information to the central CNC so that they can better manage the situation and make sure the operation is safer and more efficient.